I'm Jordan.
I'm Matt. Welcome to Board Engineers.
Alright guys, so this is step 2 for the Ram's Head Railroad Spike Knife. Today we're going to practice all the skills before we do it. We're going to make a ram's head out of this 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch square stock. Kind of the process is I'm going to taper out some area for the antlers. We're going to use our new tools, split that. To create the horns, we'll create a fold, forge weld that together, then start working on the face. This is just practice, like I say, for the knife. This knife is going to be a 4 or 5 episode build, so there's lots of areas to fail. So we want to give a practice and test out all of our tools first. So here we go. Alright. That's a good place for my tool bucket, right where the sparks went, by the way. So here we go. We're just going to true this up a little, and we're going to taper. Luckily, this was a piece we'd done something else with, so it's already going the direction I want it to. As you can tell, it's dark out, so everything looks hotter. It looks hotter to me. It looks hotter to you. As I trip over stuff. So we're not going to work it quite to the dull color that you're used to seeing. Used to seeing? Whatever. Hey look, Matt showed up. Just kidding, he's been here the whole time.
Yeah, I was trying to let Jordan have the whole limelight tonight, but since Jordan can't find his tools that we just made...
It's right here. It's right
finally, 20 minutes later. No
15.
exaggeration. Maybe just a little bit. Probably took about 5 or 6 minutes. What happened is he needed me to come out here and actually smack her metal around a little bit, move some material for him.
Kind of wishing I hadn't after what you just did.
Whatever, it's fine now.
That's good. Back to the heat. I don't want you messing my stuff up.
Burn you.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Action! Oh.
Man, you offset this the wrong direction. Now I gotta fix it.
Hey, it was already offset. You sure you couldn't just, weren't supposed to just flip it over?
Yep.
Nobody believes you. Here, how about I do this? You hold it, I smack it.
Now we've lost most of our heat. I don't know if I trust you with this.
Tell me when to stop next time.
Stop! Actually, that's looking... I don't know which camera to go to. Let's try both. Anyways, can't see what I'm looking at. And you can't see what I'm trying to show you either. There, up, it was almost there. Well, whatever. It looks good for the first one. They make a tool that would replace Matt called a hold down. Yeah, that's going to be on an upcoming video. Let's... Just start. So what Matt helped me do is he helped me curl this ear down, and that allows me to be able to swing the hammer and to really rock that guy the side. I don't know, left, right, something. Depends on if you're you or me or Matt or somebody.
He's confused with directions. He has to do the whole L for left hand.
Problem is, they're both L's, and I don't know which one's backwards.
Huh. Engineer, not English major.
This is getting hot so fast. This is the big problem. Everybody tends to melt these ears off. Nobody addresses how you resolve that problem. They just somehow magically don't do it in their film. Our ram is looking a little bunny-like.
You need to round out those.
Yeah, we'll have to draw those round. Double, get back. Alright, so before we go too much further, I think we're going to do a little fold so we don't melt anything. I don't know, that might bite me in the tail. After I pick the brush up, got this fancy hook, and yet I still like to throw it on the ground. How many phones can you be over there using, by the way? How are you on a phone? We're recording with 2 phones, and yet you're not ready to operate the 2 phones that are recording.
Well, whenever you tell me to go, I'm ready to go. You just gotta talk.
Doing this from memory, guys. I think we've got... So we get the horns on top. We have to draw those out. That's going to be tricky. I think we'll really want to take and twist them out. And so I've got... Man, I still don't like that. So I need to unfold this a little bit. Bring the fold back just a little more. So those are a little higher on the head. And then that whole... That's hot. This whole end is... We're going to start pointing down. It's hot, 4 inches away from it. So, back to the fire. Alright, so while that was heating, I came up with a different plan. Let's see if it works. I'm going to get the isolated heat a little better. I'm going to curl these ears way the heck out of the way. This little void right there, that's what we're going to forge weld. I'm going to get that area forge welded. That'll be the next heat I bring you along for. We'll have to go get the borax. We'll get that flux, get it forge welded. And then that's what's going to create the nose and the face. So once I forge weld it, I'm going to have to bring it in, create a nose, and then we'll bend his head down to make a neck. And that's basically a ram. Alright guys, so I think I'm ready. We're going to do our first little tack here. Cameraman right here. That puppy was getting forge welded. I tell you what, that is satisfying.
Finally getting it figured out.
Finally getting figured out how to forge weld. I don't know what just happened to yours. I'm assuming this one's still on. So we I see a little bit of a crack there still. The end is forge welded, the middle's getting there. A little bit of a crack there, the middle's getting forge welded. We're just gonna keep getting a few more heats on it to get her locked in. so here's what we've got for tonight. It's getting dark. I hope you can see this. I can't see what you can see. We got a crack opened up. It's a little different. We're gonna keep messing with it. Cameraman's gonna help me out here. Why don't you just hold the steel and I'll talk? How about that?
No, there we go.
So we're not quite forge welded as well as I'd like. I think we can do better. It's getting late. It's a school night. Don't want to keep the kids up. I'm done drinking whiskey anyways. We got a Rams-ish head going on. Actually kind of looks more like a cow to me at the moment. But we're getting there. I'm not calling this a failure. I think it's gonna coal smoke. I think it's gonna work out for us. We'll catch it on a different night. You guys might miss a week of video because of this. Sorry. It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Negative. That's the way Jordan cracks the forge weld.
Yeah, that too. Alright guys, so as you can tell, it's a new day. It's a actual day, not a night. Matt's not here, but we're going to go ahead and pick back up on this guy. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and keep trying to forge weld that. It's not quite as happy as what I want it. You can still see a groove there. So I'm feeling better today. Forge is going good. We're going to get it in there and get that knocked out. Here we go. Got one side welded. I've still got a crack there, but I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't really get you a good angle to show it to you. Down in the middle there, it is actually welded. So we're going to carry on. I was wrong. Way wrong. Alright guys, so here's what I'm going to do. No point in fighting with this any longer. I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to start over. I'll bring it back when I'm ready to weld the ears. I might even get them welded first and then bring in. Since you've seen me try to do that several times, I'm just going to cut that off like I said. Oh, I'm going to make the proportions bigger. I think I'm just working everything way too small. So I'm going to try to get more horns out of it, fold a bigger section for the head, and just an overall make it bigger. Alright guys, so I don't know if I'm going to include all that time lapse that just happened or not, but I'm fighting with the fire. So what's happening is I don't have a neutral flame. I have an oxidizing flame. So as I get close to welding temperature, I just build up a bunch of scale and it tries to burn. So I'm going to have to redo my fire again. I don't know, I've redone my fire like 4 times trying to get this, and it just keeps doing the same thing. Problem is I've got a bunch of really fine stuff in there, and it clinkers up so fast, and that's what's causing my oxidizing flame. So I got a fire problem. Think what I might do is I might do some grinding for a while, let this die out a little, rake it open, try to pull all that fine crap out of there, and start over with a brand new fire. Probably what I need to do. So this looks much better. Horns are much longer. Split looks better. Fold looks better. I'm just much more happy with this. So I want to get it welded though. That's going to be the next step. So like I say, I'll be back in a while. Alright, as you guys can see, it's night again. So this is the 3rd attempt at this. I cleaned up my fire after the last video, so hopefully things are going better. I did a little practice hook just to get the fire warmed up. So we got the ram's head back in there. We're going to get it forge welded tonight. Here we go. Yep, felt good. We'll try another heat. Here we go, heat number 2. Looks good. Need to hit a little higher up here on the horns, but we are getting there, I think. There's a line there, and you can't even see it, it's so hot. There's a line there, but I think it's welded. I am going to roll with it. Seen a lot of good things, and I had some good practice earlier too, so I'm going to go ahead and start turning this into a face. Just rounded out the edges just a little bit. Gonna do one more heat of that, and then we'll bend it, and I'll take you to the vise. Then you can see what I'm doing again. Alright guys, so I bent the neck while I wasn't on camera. And what happened is my ears opened up again. I went back, I just left it like I've got it now, just buried in coal, and it got to the right heat. I just wasn't hot enough before. So I'm going to try it again, and hopefully I catch it on camera this time. Getting close. Alright, here was another one. So, too many more welding heats and I'm going to lose the shape of the face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you guys up inside on the vise, because that's where I need to work next. And the rest of it will be in there in the vise. Finish up the face, curl the ears, and she's done. Alright guys, remote quit working on me here, so things are going to go fast. Oh, that is hot on the hand without the glove, trying to get the camera to work. You guys better appreciate this, because I just burnt myself. Alright, so I got a whole plethora of things here. First thing I'm going to do, if I can find it now, is I'm going to cut the mouth. At least get it started. Got a little chisel line here for the mouth. So eyeball punch here. Oh, hello. She's hot. A little different grip here. Quickly losing heat. I'm kind of getting what I'm looking for. So I'm going to leave the remote in here with you guys if I can find it. There it is. So that hopefully it works now. Oh yeah, you can kind of see what I'm doing. I got a mouth. My nose kind of looks kind of funky, but that's where it's headed. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that eye punch to make the nose like that, and I come in with a center punch and divot it in. Here we go again. Back to the heat. Yeah, we're getting mouth and nose like. I'm impressed. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I'm not gonna keep bringing you back because this is gonna be a little repetitive. Because I'm not good enough to do it in one heat like most of these guys are for some reason. So I'll get his face finished up there. There's plenty of other people that do it. Just doing the same thing. I'm just driving a punch in. Heat up his ears, twist them around, or his horns, twist them around, and it should be finished. Stick around and I'll show you the finished product. Alright guys, so I finished up the ram's head. It looks more ram's head to you than it does to me. I still am not quite happy. I did get some welded, just not as much as I was hoping for. He's got noses. This one's messed up a little. He's got a mouth, eyes messed up a little. But anyways, that's why I did this one. I'll probably do another one before I move on to the knife project. But I learned a lot from this one, and that's why I did it. So there he is. Catch you on the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe.